the globe. The ultimate test of endurance and spirit, a crucible where dreams are forged and broken. Are tested in the most extreme conditions, pushing individuals to their breaking points. Everest is a physical manifestation of our loftiest aspirations, a symbol of what we for those who yearn to stand on the highest point of the earth. Mount Everest. The name itself conjures images of unparalleled height and formidable challenge. It stands as the ultimate symbol of Earth's grandeur, a beacon for adventurers and a subject of awe for all. It straddles the border, precisely between Nepal and Tibet, a geographical and cultural divide adding to its mystique. This location places it at the heart of the Himalayas, a region renowned for its towering peaks and spiritual significance. Reigning as the crown jewel of the Himalayas, its presence dominates the skyline, a testament to nature's architectural prowess. Even among giants, Everest is king, a superlative among superlatives. Its summit soars to a staggering 8,848.86 meters, or 29,031.7 feet. A height that challenges the very limits of human endurance. Its height marks the edge of the troposphere, a boundary where the conditions become increasingly hostile, where the air is thin and survival is a constant struggle. Every breath is a victory, every step a monumental effort. The mountain's immense stature is the result of tectonic forces, still pushing it higher each year, a slow but relentless process of geological uplift. Earthquakes remind us this land is alive, ever-changing, a dynamic landscape shaped by immense power. From afar, Everest presents itself as a three-sided pyramid of rock and ice, a stark and imposing figure against the sky. Each face daunting and unique, presenting its own challenges and rewards to those who dare to approach. The Khumbu Glacier, a river of ice on the Nepalese side, relentlessly carving its path down the mountain, is a treacherous maze for climbers, a constantly shifting landscape of icefalls and crevasses. Everest is not a static monument, a fixed point in the landscape, but a dynamic, evolving force of nature constantly reshaped by the elements. Its faces, north, southwest, and east, are carved by glaciers, sculpted by wind, and tested by time, shaping a world unto itself, a unique and challenging ecosystem. To approach Everest is to enter a realm governed by ancient rhythms and raw power, a place where the forces of nature reign supreme. The landscape around Everest is a masterpiece of raw, elemental beauty. Stark contrasts of snow, rock, and sky. Valleys plunge thousands of feet, peaks tear at the clouds. This is not a gentle beauty, but a severe, awe-inspiring one that humbles all who enter. Trekking through the Khumbu Valley, the scenery shifts from lush forests to barren glacier moraine. Legendary peaks like Amadablam and Lhotse dominate the skyline. Light and shadow play across the mountains, from fiery alpenglow at dawn to star-filled skies at night, yet this beauty is deceptive. Sunburn, snowblindness, and hidden crevasses lurk beneath the surface. The calm can turn to blizzard in moments. Everest's splendor is inseparable from its danger. It is an environment utterly indifferent to human presence. To appreciate its beauty is to respect its peril. This duality is what makes Everest so compelling. A perfect, deadly creation demanding absolute respect. The Khumbu region is home to the Sherpa people, famed for their resilience and mountaineering skill. Their villages, like Namche Bazaar, cling to steep hillsides connected by rugged trails. Life here is hard, but rich in tradition and spiritual connection to the mountains. Tibetan Buddhism shapes daily life. Prayer flags, mani stones, and the Tengboche monastery are ever present. The Sherpa's reverence for Everest fosters deep respect for the land. Spring and autumn bring climbers and trekkers, making tourism vital to the local economy. Sherpas are the unsung heroes, guides, porters, rescuers, risking much for others' dreams. Even the wildlife, from Himalayan tahr to the legendary Yeti, has adapted to this extreme, mystical world. Everest is a mountain of mysteries, none greater than the fate of George Mallory and Andrew Irvine, last seen in 1924 near the summit. Did they reach the top before vanishing? The debate endures. Everest's weather is another secret. Jet stream winds and sudden storms make timing everything. Climbers wait for rare weather windows, knowing a miscalculation can be fatal. The mountain's glaciers are a frozen archive, revealing climate history and the impacts of global warming. Rapid glacier melt threatens water supplies for millions downstream. Everest also keeps personal secrets. Each climber brings private hopes and fears, tested in the thin, cold air. Some stories remain forever on the slopes, known only to the mountain. Climbing Everest. It's a challenge that has captivated adventurers for generations. Is a brutal, unforgiving test of human endurance, a multi-stage ordeal, a carefully orchestrated dance with death at the roof of the world. It's a journey that tests every limit of physical and mental strength. The journey begins not on the mountain itself, but with years of dedicated training and meticulous planning. Then a demanding trek to base camp, nestled at a formidable 5,364 meters. Acclimatization is crucial, a slow, deliberate process, where climbers make repeated trips between camps, ascending and descending, to allow their bodies to gradually adjust to the ever-thinning air. The first major obstacle, and arguably the most dangerous, is the Khumbu Icefall, a constantly shifting maze of towering ice seracs and treacherous crevasses, crossed precariously with ladders and ropes meticulously fixed by the brave Sherpa icefall doctors. It's one of the most dangerous sections of the entire climb, where the objective danger from falling ice is at its absolute highest. Beyond the icefall, climbers enter the relative safety of the western Kuem before tackling the brutally steep Lhotse face, which is climbed using fixed ropes and the constant rhythmic swing of an ice axe. Camp 4, perched on the South Col, sits at a lung-crushing altitude of nearly 8,000 meters, marking the entry into the infamous death zone, a place where the human body slowly, inevitably, begins to die. Climbers snatch a brief, fitful rest before embarking on the final summit push, starting their ascent in the frigid, inky blackness of the dead of night. Supplemental oxygen is not just helpful, it's absolutely essential for survival as they slowly pass iconic landmarks like the balcony and the notoriously challenging Hillary Step. The cold is so intense it bites with every gust of wind. Exhaustion is profound, a bone-deep weariness, and every single step is a monumental battle against the elements and the altitude. Reaching the summit is an experience of pure euphoria, a moment of triumph against all odds, but the descent is just as perilous, if not more so. Statistically, most accidents and fatalities happen not on the ascent, but on the long, exhausting way down. The climb isn't truly over, and the victory isn't secured until you're safely back at base camp. Everest demands everything a climber has to offer, pushing them to their absolute physical and mental limits, and survival on its slopes is never, ever guaranteed. Only those who truly respect its inherent dangers and make careful, calculated decisions ultimately return to tell the incredible tale of their journey to the top of the world. Why risk so much for Everest? For many, it's the ultimate challenge, a chance to stand on the world's highest point. In an age of mapped frontiers, Everest remains a true test of strength and will. The climb demands total focus, stripping away life's distractions until only survival matters. This raw existence brings clarity and a new perspective on what's truly important. Camaraderie is forged in hardship. Climbers and Sherpas rely on each other, forming bonds stronger than those at sea level. Everest is a quest for meaning, a journey to the edge of the world and the self. Even trekking in its shadow can be transformative, instilling respect for nature and one's own resilience. For those who answer its call, Everest is not just a mountain. It's a journey that can redefine a life. The mountain's pull is as much about self-discovery as it is about conquest. Everest is more than a climber's dream. It's a vital natural laboratory. Its extreme altitude and unique geology attract scientists studying everything from human adaptation to tectonic forces. Research on Sherpas and climbers offers insights into hypoxia, with potential medical breakthroughs. Everest's glaciers, the third pole, feed rivers that sustain over 1 billion people. Rapid glacier retreat signals urgent climate challenges for Asia and the world. Geologists study Everest to understand mountain building and earthquake risks. The mountain is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, celebrated for its beauty and Sherpa culture. Protecting Everest is about preserving a global icon and a source of inspiration for generations. The journey to Everest leaves a mark that endures long after you return home. The mountain teaches humility, strength, and the joy of simply taking another step. Its echo is the memory of biting wind, star-filled skies, and feeling truly alive. Everest connects us to the wild heart of our planet, reminding us of our place in nature. This connection inspires stewardship, a desire to protect these landscapes for the future. The challenge of Everest pushes us to test our boundaries, showing that the impossible can become possible. Its lessons extend beyond mountaineering, applying to any great challenge in life. Everest is not about conquest but transformation, a mirror reflecting our ambitions and fears. The mountain does not need us, but we need its challenge, its beauty, and its silence. The echo of Everest is